She thought I was fast asleep. I was lying on the couch around 2 a.m., eyes closed, breathing slow and steady, really selling the whole performance. The TV was still on with some random movie playing, but my brain would not shut off. My girlfriend Sarah was sitting at the other end, scrolling through her phone. We had been together for about 2 years, and lately something felt off. She seemed distant and annoyed more often than not. But whenever I asked what was wrong, she would just say nothing and that everything was fine. But that night, she clearly thought I was unconscious because she started talking to herself. At first it was just little mutters about the show, but then she whispered something that made my blood run cold. She said she could not do this anymore. My heart stopped, but I kept my eyes closed and stayed perfectly still. She kept going, saying she was tired of feeling alone in the relationship. She said I never listened, that I always made everything about myself, and that she loved me but was not sure if she was still in love with me. I wanted to sit up and confront her right then, but I stayed frozen. Maybe it was fear or shock, or maybe I just needed to hear all of it so I could finally understand what was really going on. Hearing someone talk about you when they think you cannot hear them is brutal. There is no filter, no sugarcoating, just raw truth. And as much as it hurt, I realized I had been blind. I thought I was a good boyfriend, but clearly I was missing something huge. Let me give you some context. Sarah and I met at a coffee shop when I was a total mess with a dead-end job and no direction. She saw something in me, pushed me to be better, helped me get my life together, and I fell hard for her. But somewhere along the way, I got comfortable and stopped trying. I stopped planning dates, stopped surprising her, stopped really listening when she talked. I was just there, existing in the same space, but not really present. She could feel that, but instead of talking to me, she bottled it all up. And I did not notice, because it was easier to pretend everything was fine. As I lay there listening, I replayed all our recent fights in my head. And they were never about the trash or the lights or the phones like I thought. They were about her feeling unseen and unimportant, screaming for my attention in the only way she knew how. And I missed every sign because I was caught up in my own world. I thought about all the time she came home wanting to vent, and I just scrolled through my phone. All the times she wanted to do something fun, and I said I was too tired. I was not a monster, but I was lazy and complacent. And taking someone for granted is a slow poison that kills relationships over time. Sarah was not perfect either. She struggled with communication and vulnerability. And instead of telling me directly that she felt neglected, she would get passive-aggressive, give me the silent treatment, or make snide comments and then say it was nothing. We were both messing up, both avoiding hard conversations, both pretending things were better than they actually were. We were stuck in a cycle of not saying what we really meant and then getting upset when the other person could not read our minds, which is a recipe for disaster. Hearing her that night was like getting hit with a brick, but it was also a gift because it forced me to see the truth. So I opened my eyes and she froze, immediately apologizing and saying she did not mean any of it. But I cut her off and told her not to apologize because I was glad I heard it. And then we really talked for hours until the sun came up. We got vulnerable, honest, and real, and that conversation changed everything. It was the turning point, where we finally decided to stop pretending and start actually dealing with our problems, which made our relationship stronger because we learned how to face things together. The big lesson from all of this is that real relationships require real honesty. You cannot sweep things under the rug and hope they go away, because they just pile up and crush everything. You have to actually show up, put your phone down, look your partner in the eyes and really listen. You cannot read each other's minds, so if something is bothering you, say it. And sometimes you need a wake-up call, and the important thing is what you do with it after you hear it. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop expecting things to magically get better on their own, because they will not. Relationships do not fix themselves. You have to fix them, and you have to do it now before it is too late.